us know, that it's sorted out. Yeah, so day one early access. It's today.
Doing it right, man. You're doing it right.
An hour and a half before we
Don't even worry about it.
We're shipping 50,
It's all good.
50 fighters, more than has ever been in a boxing game from day one of early access. You can play online and offline.
Play with you. So that's what's available. Let's take a look at what's coming. We can pop the roadmap up.
Yeah, you guys definitely want to take a look at this.
This is one of those questions I've been getting throughout the week, knowing we're going into early access.
Whoa.
What's on the roadmap? So
Roadmap.
we've got a lot of stuff that that we're looking to do. We've shipped fighters. We've already shipped over 50 fighters. We've shipped 6 venues today, but we're gonna add more. You're gonna find more fighters.
Career mode, baby.
Early access. You're gonna have new venues, exciting venues to play in. Of course, we're gonna be balancing the game. This is probably one of the key things, right? Like going into early access, core gameplay has been the number one focus for us. And that's why we don't have some of the other things that are on here, because that's really been our focus. That's what we think is most important to ship an authentic boxing game, is to make sure we feel good about where the gameplay is at.
I feel good about that.
During early access, we're going to be looking at things, tuning things, just like we did during the betas, looking at stamina, looking at damage, looking at some of the core gameplay mechanics, making sure that stuff feels good. And then you're going to get additional move and punch sets. So we've got a bunch of them, right, in early access. You can see some of that differentiation.
Character creation and sharing, baby. Let's go.
Is being able to fight your way. There's different styles, different, sort of physical attributes of fighters. Maybe you're an inside fighter. Maybe you're somebody that likes to box on the outside, pot shot people like I do.
Climb the ranks.
And adding those punch sets and move sets allows us to have that versatility.
It's gonna be great, y'all.
We're also going to be adding custom taunts. So this is like you're in a fighter select screen and can pick out a few different taunts. Now I don't taunt a lot during the fight. I know that Ash sometimes taunts and also headbutts people. That seems
what?
I taunt. I don't headbutt.
His team
Who headbutts?
I don't know where it comes from, but that's his thing. But so yeah, that's a feature that we're going to be adding, where you'll actually be able to select in the pre-fight, before the fight starts.
Who headbutts?
Want to use? We've got fighter select character customization, so we always get asked those questions. Day one, you go into a fight. If you're fighting with Tyson Fury, Roy Jones Jr., you got the trunks and gloves that we give you, but we know how important that level of customization is to players. So over time, that's something that we're going to add as well. Character creator and sharing. Everybody's going to want to make themselves an Undisputed at some point. That is a feature that we're going to have come out during early access.
Yes.
Accessibility, functionality is really important. Day one of early access, we don't have a ton of those features, but it's something that we value. We want to make sure the game is as inclusive as possible and that as many people as possible can play it. So you're going to see some of those features come in. And then, of course, career mode. If there's one thing we're at almost as much as console win,
it's career
mode win.
100%.
And so that's going to be coming over the course of early access. Obviously you're looking at the roadmap. You're saying, okay, when is all this stuff happening? Well, some of these things will be happening sooner, and some will be happening later. New fighters and venues probably not too far away. Some of the other things are going to take a little bit more time, and as we get closer, we're going to share more detail with you about what those features are.
That's okay.
Coming.
All right. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back. Full video.
We're gonna ride this out, baby.
All right, we are back here. So we're gonna get some more guests in here. We're gonna get the next guy we're getting in here is Todd Grisham. So
Todd.
Ash. Everybody wanted to hear the story. Everybody wanted to see how it started and everything. So I think everyone's excited now going into the game, knowing the backstory. That's something that's important to a lot of people. So thank you.
Yep. No, thank you,
Thank you
Edward.
for everything.
Thank you, Will.
All right, Ash.
And thank you guys for
Holla.
watching and supporting us all this time. It's a dream come true to be able to do this. So
Holla back, bro.
All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get Todd in here. You guys ready for Todd?
Bring him.
Might have him. Should we have him punching the screen?
Bring him through.
The man of the hour.
Todd crazy as hell.
What's up? I didn't
How
know
are
we'd
you?
be shaking hands. It was like I'm shaking Ash's hand, I'm shaking your hand.
Do people not usually greet you?
I don't. We've seen each other today.
Oh, well, I mean, you've got to fake it to make it. What's up?
I want an Undisputed hoodie, man. I need that.
So, Todd, let me ask you a few questions, actually. Tell me about how you became a part of the project from the beginning.
Well, Ash posted something on Twitter, and I saw someone retweet them that a new video game was coming out. So I sent a direct message, I believe, to Ash, and I said something along the lines of, if you're looking for an American announcer, I know a guy, right? And he wrote back, oh, Todd Grisham, blah, 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 acted like I was the biggest star ever. We'd love to have you in the game. Come to find out later, I think he had to Wikipedia me. But either way, he knew who I was. We talked about it. I believed in the project from the very get-go and signed a deal to be the voice. And then like 6 months later, he called me to update my terms of my contract. And then started asking about, hey, listen, a lot of people are getting excited about this game. I'm getting a lot of emails from the United States. I don't know who these companies are or who these people are. Can you kind of weed them out a little bit for me and tell me who's legit and whatever? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he started forwarding me some emails. And after like 2 days, I wrote him and said, hey, why don't you just have people send me the emails directly and then I can be like the firewall? He's like, oh, that'd be great. And I started getting stuff from fighters. And I said, if you want me to try and sign some fighters, I'm kind of a neutral guy. I'm a commentator. I don't have, any trust issues with any fighters. If you want me to try and sign some guys, I'd love to. And he goes, yeah, it'd be amazing, So I immediately said, everything about this game I found is on a computer. It's still pictures, whatever. I said, we need to make some sort of video to make this seem more legit. So I hired a camera crew, went to a local gym, taped a video. I'm sure it's still on YouTube somewhere, and just said, hey, if you're a fighter in the United States or around the world, you'd love to be in this kind of video game, reach out to me directly. And started getting a lot of feedback wanting to be in the game. I'd sign a smaller fighter and a little bigger fighter and a little bigger fighter. And next thing you know, we had Terrence Crawford, and then Lomachenko. Terrence Crawford signed, and he signs, and then Usyk signs, and then Fury signs, and then it just
chain of events.
Chain of events. And then the video game here, Steel City, was like, oh my God, now we got to up our game. As Ash said earlier, we have to do these guys justice, and that's why I think this took a lot longer than people hoped it would. It's because you can't screw up Canelo Alvarez. You can't screw up Tyson Fury or Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
You get that wrong, the game's not going to sell any copies anyway. So I think we're at a great place. The game looks amazing, and I can't wait for everybody to buy it in less than, what's our countdown? Do we have a countdown going on here?
We're almost 90 minutes.
Almost 90 minutes away. Exclusively on Steam. You can get Undisputed, the first major boxing game in over a decade. It's coming. It's here. It's real. I was talking to some of the workers coming in here for the last 2 years. In some ways, felt like Groundhog Day because they're just dialed into the thing. And they're like, today feels different. Today, we have a living, breathing organism that we're giving to the world. So it's so exciting.
So, wait, one thing. Todd didn't just help get fighters. Todd's in the game. You're actually in the game. So tell us about that. Tell us about the recording audio was it similar to things you've done before? I know you've been in other video games before. How was it to do this?
What games have Todd been in?
Well, I did the first VO session that I did, I think was in New York City, and it was very similar to what I did on a WWE video game 10 years ago. It was just lines. I was reading, he hit it with a right, hit it with a left. She hit it with a right, she hit her with a left, this, and I was just reading all that stuff. And they took it, and then they, I guess, presented to a different company and decided to do some different things. So then it became, I was literally, at one point, just calling rounds of the fight, and they would take little clips that I would say, and say, hey, go back and say this a different way. Let's get this 5 or 6 different ways. So it just kept growing and growing, and now the dialogue should be, I did dozens of hours in that studio. And I talk a lot, so there's a lot of footage to go through. So hopefully my character isn't too repetitive. And I think Johnny Nelson's incredible in the game. I think it's a good mix.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the fight. We got some live fights going with
pull it up.
People from here in the studio. Simeon and Rick, two really good players. So we're going to make sure we pull this up so you guys can see it as well. You guys can take a look at the fight while it's going down.
There it is.
We got Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier.
You're going to see Joe Frazier in action versus Joe Louis in this fight.
Wow. I think Joe Louis is one of our best looking characters.
he looks great.
When you zoom in, you see the freckles on his face. It's just almost haunting.
Here's what I'd like to know, Todd. you've become something of a hero in the Undisputed community.
Oh wow!
Right? I mean, I think they talk about you all the time in Discord, right? Where every once in a while you'll pop in and then people go crazy.
Oh, for sure. We know you signed them fighters.
I'm just curious, like, how has that felt for you? Obviously,
We know you signed those fighters, Todd.
immersed yourself in this video game world. You're very much in the sports world, the boxing world. What has that part been like for you to have people, talking about you this way associated with a game?
Well, it's been really cool, and I can tell how the game is growing by the amount of times I get reacted to about the game. I was at WWE for 8 years, so still to this day, people go, "Hey, it's the wrestling guy. Hey, it's the guy from wrestling. It's the guy that John Cena beat up." Stuff like that. But now it's, especially at boxing events, it's Todd wins Undisputed coming out. Todd wins the release date. Oh, it's a guy from the video game. So it's been really cool.
All right, we're getting a little look at here. You can see Jimmy Lennon Jr. there. I mean, these are some of the details I think people expect in a boxing game, right?
I mean,
Todd on commentary, Jimmy
right?
Lennon Jr. doing the intros.
Look at Frazier, man. Hey, the Philadelphia Eagles going to the Super Bowl. That's the real Rocky from Philadelphia right there.
And it's a great point.
Look how beautiful that is.
It's a great point what you said about Joe Louis. I mean, we talk so much about the fact that we do scans of current fighters here in Sheffield over our friends at 1024. But these are beautifully sculpted models of past fighters, past legends that we feel really proud of how they look.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, I wouldn't know what it would take to be that minute to make those details. I mean, the hair, just piece by piece, literally.
The artistry is crazy.
Like the hair, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when you get scanned, they make, especially the females, cover their hair up with a skin cap, and they literally put it in braid by braid or
follicle.
Yeah, follicle. Follicle by follicle. Oh my God.
All right, we're off here.
So we got Joe Frazier with his unique movements. He even has
Okay.
the
Philly shell, right?
the cross guard. The cross guard.
Well, I'm in the upcoming Creed 3 movie, humble brag, and I know in there was a big thing about the Philly shell or the crab shell, or
Whoa.
keep an eye out for that.
It's gonna be crazy, y'all.
Some counters here. Ooh. They're going in a little
They're aggressive, man.
aggressive.
This is where Todd usually says on broadcast, Fanatico, what does Joe Frazier need to do to close the distance here on
Yeah.
Joe Louis?
Yeah, not
They're
so
just
much
teeing off, bro.
Sergio, when I'm calling, he knows what I'm thinking. But like when I'm doing these X series, these YouTube yahoos, man, these guys.
Is this a 6-round fight?
Like let's
What does that say?
let's use the language. Let's talk.
Does that say 6 rounds, y'all?
Joe Louis, the most heavyweight title defense of all time. How many do win in a row? 20, 24, 25? 20?
Yeah, I mean, it was like
In the
over,
20s.
A very dominant era for him.
And man, those guys are fighting 4 times a year, sometimes 5 times a year.
Yeah. But back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, after bloody wars, they're back in there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of maybe how you'd expect it to play out, right? Frazier trying
Yeah, I
to-
think that
trying to
says
close
6
the-
On
rounds.
his toes.
pumping the jab out.
That leaping left hook.
That straight right is deadly. Joe Frazier's catching him.
Who's your favorite old school character in the game, Edward?
Oh my God, that's not even a question. Everybody knows Sugar Ray Robinson.
Sugar Ray, all day.
How to argue with that one?
I'll go either Sugar Ray, honestly.
When he was first
Oh, these
announced,
dudes are teeing off, bro. This fight's not gonna be
that's to me,
a long
this
fight.
was before
There's no way Joe Frazier
all the
has
announcements and all
crazy
that.
stamina
So
like
to
that.
me, that just like, oh my goodness, like that really made me
They just teed off for the whole first round. I'm trying to figure out, did that say
heavy hitters.
6-round fight?
We ended up getting people.
Will we be able to choose
all of that? So
the length of our fight?
Shout out to all the the long lost legends. Their foundations, their fans.
Yo, I'm ready to play, man. This is crazy. I'm ready to download the game at least.
All of them to a person believe so much in the game, and it helps their legacy. Kids these days aren't watching ESPN Classic and seeing the Joe Frazier fights.
Where's ESPN Classics at? You gotta freaking subscribe to that channel. That's the
and then
problem.
Someone goes, Frazier, wow, I want to see how he really fought, and how it looks in the game. And
Yeah, and,
Really
that,
cool.
and that's one of the cool.
Well, I mean, the user has
things
to
about
emulate
matchup,
how the person
right?
fought, or they're just gonna look like this.
How Joe Frazier would have fought against
Yeah.
Tyson Fury. Obviously heavyweights were a little bit different.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Left to the body and right crop.
Right.
than they
I like
are
that.
today.
Well, the Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion, I think was 6 feet tall.
Oh.
6 feet,
But he's the
yeah.
Giant.
Joe Lewis getting
Yeah.
smacked
Today,
up right
Tyson
now.
Fury would make him look like Allen Iverson on the NBA court, you know?
So,
Joe Lewis is getting smacked up.
in the game is, obviously you got to have these guys at heavyweight, but because they're small, I mean, they'd be cruiserweights today. So we
Yeah.
have, if you go into cruiserweight, you'll see some of the smaller heavyweights in there as well.
There's some counters going on here, boy.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would have put the AI versus AI on like Hall of Fame difficulty.
I like this.
Who's
It's
winning the
pretty
fight,
aggressive.
chat? I want to hear who the chat thinks.
Chat.
Frazier.
Chat, we need to see what chat thinks.
Because we'll
Frazier.
get, we'll get after round 3, we'll get a predicted scorecard.
Chat, who
I'd
you
love to know
got?
what they think.
Who you got winning right now? Let's see what they got. Let's see what they give us. Frazier, Joe Lewis.
It's all over the place.
It's everywhere. We got
Chat
Joe
thinks-
Lewis, Frazier, Joe Lewis, Frazier.
This is like like watching boxing Twitter or something. None of them agree.
Usually like during a boxing match.
Joe Frazier is beating this dude. I don't know what people were talking about. Unless we can't tell that Joe Lewis has more power behind his punches, or it looks like Joe Frazier's winning this fight.
We got
He's-
2,863 concurrent viewers right now, which is amazing. The support for the game has been just astronomical. We appreciate the community.
Frazier
I
is-
came from the community.
It's just much cleaner, bro. He's hitting him much cleaner.
It's like coming full circle.
Even though-
Being able to hang out with you guys,
What might be
being
happening?
live with you guys.
Nah, Frazier's winning.
I think it's a testament to
Frazier's
boxing,
winning.
right? To the sport, the fact that so many people are,
Frazier's winning the fight.
Time,
Yeah, it's true.
boxing
Man.
comes back to gaming, and we're on the verge of it.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't,
Oh, nice uppercut.
You still got time. You still got time. The game's about to come out. But hit that wish list. Go ahead on Steam. You can hit wish list, and once it's ready to go, you guys will get the email that the game
I feel
is
like
live.
a lot of what we're seeing in the chat is probably what your timeline looks like every day, Todd.
Well, here's my advice.
With people telling you who they want.
Here's my
you gotta
advice.
Sign this guy,
Here's
you
my
gotta
advice.
sign that.
Don't bug me. Bug that fighter. Ask the fighter whether or not. No, ask the fighter whether or not in the game. Don't ask me. If there's someone you want in the game, go tell them to contact me or someone else at Undisputed, and I'm sure we can figure out a way to make it happen. But over 200 fighters. I mean, of course, there's thousands of fighters that have taken part in the ring over the years. So we'll
Right.
never have every single fighter of all time. But damn,
Yo,
we're
Joe
off to a
Frazier
good
is
start,
fucking
right?
him up,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, come on, look
Are y'all kidding?
Watch this fight. Joe Lewis and Joe Frazier.
Frazier.
Yeah.
Ooh, double jab.
Sugar Ray Leonard, by the way, apparently is one of the in-house favorite fighters for these guys to play with. They say
He's my favorite.
Oh, he's one of my
incredible.
favorites too.
Of course.
Speedy hands.
such a nice guy. We've shot a couple videos at his house, and he's always just bright and sunshiny and happy. He's got a great outlook on life. He saved his money, so he does a lot of things in the community. So class act, one of the greats.
We obviously we paid a lot of attention to detailed stuff. I actually learned something about Joe Lewis from the game, which is that I never knew that he wore purple trunks. Because as a boxing fan, I always watch black and white footage.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like, I see the purple trunks in the game, and I'm like, Joe Lewis purple trunks, and people were asking about it. Go on Google, I'm searching, and I'm sure enough, this is what his trunks color
Wow,
is.
he wore them all the time, purple.
I mean, at least there's reference to it. I don't know if they always were that way.
Yeah, that's
but,
very
They wore purple.
But our
So
artists
what?
care very much passionately about this.
People
stuff.
gonna complain anyway,
They want
man.
the fighters
That's the
to
crazy
look
part.
Exactly as they do.
As authentic as
You know,
possible.
there's not a lot of I think there would be more. There are some, but that are you recognize them.
Mine still says
because guys change trunks
less than
almost
an
like,
hour,
like
so-
baseball players.
Yeah.
Used to be a baseball.
I don't know
Guys
why
that
people
wore
are
the
saying it
highlights.
says
Guys
22 hours.
Knew them by
They
the
need
way
to
their
update
jerseys
their
look, but not a ton of fighters
page
like
or
that,
something.
except for Butterbean. He's coming with the America's USA shorts, man.
I do want to interject. The predictive scorecards have Joe Lewis up by 2 rounds.
What?
to 1 against Joe Frazier. So
How?
battle of the Joes.
But what can you tell from our predictive scorecard? Doesn't necessarily tell
Yeah,
the story,
doesn't
right?
necessarily tell the story of the fight. That's right, because
Yeah.
we have judges that have different criteria for things that they are looking for. So yeah,
Bro, there's no way they have Joe Lewis up in
it's
this
not
fight,
one
bro.
for one. It's not a guarantee. Whatever you see on the predictive scorecard.
People have been wrong
Yeah.
before. Don't
Yeah.
necessarily trust the predictive
Yeah,
scorecard.
yeah. 100%.
Yeah, we have a pool of they're not real judges, but we have a pool of judges that we've created for the game, and so you don't know which judges you're going to get in any given fight, but you're potentially going to get scorecards that look a little bit different. Whether a judge cares more about landing a high percentage of punches, or whether they care more about power punches, or your defense, or counter shots, or things like that. So sometimes it's just like boxing. You get to the end of the fight, and if it's a close fight, you don't necessarily know what you're going to see on the scorecard, and you have that moment of excitement, nervousness just before the cards are read.
Do you feel comfortable in the judging system when you feel it's pretty fair, or is there always a judge that kind of?
I think for the most part it's pretty fair. Some judges, they lean to defense and stuff like that, but there's always you could always take somewhat control of the fight if you completely dominate and make sure that you're the guy that's winning at the end.
And that's what early access will help us with too.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Is these are the kind of things that can be tweaked and tuned.
It's not open scorecards, right? You don't ever see the real scorecards during the game.
You don't. It's just
you
the
see
predictive one.
Predictive.
A lot of times the predictive one is pretty close to what you get, but every once in a while you'll look at it and if you trust it too much, you might find out that.
Yeah, because there's no way Joe Louis is winning this fight, bro. There's no way.
Just talk, guys. I know you're sitting over there. What do you want to know?
Yeah, what do you want to know? I can't. I didn't see it.
There's this Welsh guy over here. He's always causing problems. Alex, what do you want to know?
Our community manager's sitting off screen. He's trying to get my attention.
I found the running
Of the fight.
Oh, everything you need to get in the next.
Gotcha.
All right.
You want me to say something?
The Deontay Wilder, known as the Bronze Bomber, we asked him who his dream matchup would be. He said against the Brown Bomber. Whew. Can you imagine?
You imagine that one? That would be a beautiful fight. Beautiful fight.
Hey, he could get Max Schmeling by Fury. But is it the Joe Louis from the first Schmeling fight or the second Schmeling fight? He's the second one. He probably beats Fury.
We are now up to 3,116 concurrent viewers. And we got people saying drop the game already.
We're about an hour and 20 away. An hour and 20 minutes away. Hey,
it'll drop. It'll drop.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Louis is looking pretty beat up here.
You know who Muhammad Ali? Do you know who Muhammad Ali said he thought one of the older fighters that could beat him was? Rocky Marciano. He thought maybe Rocky Marciano would be as close to being the greatest as him.
Well, they had those. I think it was back in the, while Ali was still fighting and Marciano was retired, or they had some sort of program that was like a prediction.
Oh yeah.
Where I think they both got in the ring and they did sort of like a simulation of what that fight would have been like, and I think that's where that quote from Ali comes from.
Right.
It'd be an interesting matchup, right? Rocky Marciano just kind of like a tough guy. He certainly was in some difficult fights, but man, against the speed of Ali, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, hey, Frazier, short guy, gave Ali a lot of problems. George Foreman, a big guy, didn't give Ali a lot of problems.
It's true, and Marciano's just one of those guys that he'd walk through you if he had to. It would have been an interesting fight.
And he's one of those guys who's never out of it until the 12th, back then until the 15th round either.
That's true. Yeah, you're talking about the damage, Edward. Obviously, we've got
Lewis.
You can be cut, you can be bruised, your face can be red. Accumulated damage could mean the fight gets stopped. So those are things you got to think about. You look at that some during what we call the recovery, the period in between rounds, where you get that detail about how much stamina you have, how much damage you've taken, and can kind of take that into account. And sometimes it gives you something to focus on, right? I see a cut, just like in real boxing, like I'm trying to
target.
Target that person.
Target it, or on the flip side, I'm trying to protect it, trying to get away from those punches. Wow, Joe Frazier is really putting on.
He's been whooping his ass.
Whoa,
I like that.
In the last round.
Oh my God.
Down he goes.
I can't call it twice. I hear myself screaming already.
You can see our get-up mechanic here, which is pretty interesting. You've got the bars on either side.
I don't like the get-up
have to
mechanic.
match them up and keep keep the cursor inside of the
Oh,
bar.
he's taunting too.
Wow.
He's hurt.
He's really feeling himself right now.
See, what you're seeing here is a competitive
It's
battle between two QA
Yeah.
testers who know each other very well. So that little bit of taunting, I think, is to be expected.
Yeah, for sure.
expected. You got to do it. Yeah, you're right.
it's
You
part of
trash talk your friends. That's the whole. Listen to the fighters. The greatest fighters you want to see is talk trash.
Well, so now
Oh.
we get, we're coming up on the end of the sixth. We'll get that update on the predicted scorecard. See what difference
I
that
don't know.
makes.
I think Joe Frazier took it, and that he
The knockdown, yeah.
too. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So
Oh,
Joe
it was a
Louis.
I didn't realize it was a 6-round fight.
Yeah, it was-
so that's that then.
Wow, knockdown
How
in
red
6.
Joe Lewis's face got. It wasn't just a cut randomly. His whole face got red.
Yeah, right. I want to see the scorecards. I think it's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, one judge thought it
Whoa, one judge was tripping.
No, the second judge had every round for Frazier.
But the third judge had Joe Louis winning.
Yeah, split decision.
well, he landed a
Freaking
lot
crazy.
of shots. I mean, I think obviously the knockdown's a bit to overcome in a 6-round fight, but there you have it.
Yeah,
Well done, Rick.
good fight.
Simeon.
Boxing fanatical.
We gotta get
What's our next fight?
Get another one in there.
Yep, Canelo.
Uh-oh.
Someone told me this was a champagne room, by the way. Is there alcohol in here? What's going on? Are we gonna?
Not that kind of stream.
Are we
Todd.
gonna do hookahs? Smoking hookahs? What are we doing?
I don't know who told you that.
Oh
Probably
man,
Ash, wasn't it?
that's the only reason I showed up.
We don't want to see Ryan Rhodes.
All right,
Stop it, bro. We don't want to see Ryan Rhodes.
let's get this next fight going.
Why not Ryan Garcia or something? Ryan Rhodes. Ooh, 12 rounder.
And you're kind of seeing a little bit of the pre-match, options here.
Wow.
You can change things like number of rounds.
I like
length of
that.
round. There's also a simulation option. If you don't like fighting with the HUD and all the stamina and stuff on there, you want to be totally immersed in the experience. There's another
Yes, sir.
you can check off there as well.
This game is going to be special, man.
You know, it's just about this matchup, Ryan Rhodes versus Canelo. DAZN purchased all the rights for Canelo fights or certain Canelo fights, and one of them was Canelo versus Ryan Rhodes, but they couldn't use the old announcers because of the copyright or whatever. So I had to go in a booth and recall this fight, but act like I'd never seen it and didn't know the guy. So Ryan Rhodes is a big part of this game. So he's making the walk. I'm like, Ryan Rhodes! Oh, he's one of the greats in the world. He's so amazing. Of course, he gets, he gets beaten, but
Demolished.
This just in. Ash is playing right now as Canelo.
Uh-oh.
So Ash is Canelo.
Who is he playing against Rick?
He's
or
playing
Simeon?
against Rick.
Okay.
And Rick is playing with Ryan Rhodes. So you guys are gonna get to see the
All right, Ash.
character in Undisputed.
yeah. And he took Canelo. Way to go. Made the other guy take Ryan Rhodes. He knows how this game works.
Oh, we got it. Who's this? We
No,
got
I'm out. He's in. Bring him in here.
No, you can stay.
No, bring him in. Come on. The champ is here, everybody. Give a round of applause.
Who is this?
All right.
Sonny? Sean Porter? Dame Lillard? Who is it?
Don't.
Welcome right here.
Oh.
Sit right in the middle. So
Sonny, I knew it.
Yeah, I literally just walked in the building. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're live.
I didn't
Uh,
get no pretext.
No, it's all right.
No,
We're live.
we're
We're
live.
looking
We
at
got
some-
3,511 concurrent viewers
Live.
right now. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
Okay.
so
long live.
yeah, so Sonny Edwards.
Make sure you follow
One
me
of-
on all
one
my
of-
socials.
Yeah, exactly. One of Sheffield's finest.
Yeah.
And for people who might not know, you've actually helped us out quite a bit on the game. You've done a lot of mocap for us.
Motion capture.
It's been a long journey to get here, and it seems almost surreal. Like I'm waiting for, I think 4 p.m. as much as anyone.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm tired of playing everybody in the studio trying to go on.
I'm literally coming here just to show my face. I'm going straight back home. I'm waiting by the
Yeah,
computer.
so
same.
what we're watching is in the next room, Ash is controlling Canelo, and Rick from QA
is controlling Ryan.
has got Ryan Rhodes, and so we're gonna see how it goes.
Who do you guys think is gonna win this fight?
Who do you?
Rick or Ash? Ryan Rhodes or Canelo Alvarez? Let me know in the comment section. Give us your predictions before it happens. We don't want any what's that quote? Monday night quarterbacking. let us know right now who you think is gonna win.
like Canelo's movement. I like the way he just drops back onto his back foot, comes back forward.
Yeah, so obviously you've been playing the game for a while, and you'll come out in the studio periodically and check it out and see the progress. The other night, it sounded like it had been a while since you played, and then the other night you came out to a little launch get together that we had here in Sheffield. How'd you feel about it? Since the last time you saw it.
Well, I love the place the game's in right now. I feel like every issue that I guess people have been sort of highlighting coming through has been getting stripped one by one, and I see the team always making massive improvements. That the game for the early access release is probably even better and further ahead than I maybe thought we would be at this stage. But we played 3 fights yesterday at the launch event on Saturday. I think when I first jumped on, I was the first person to play, and I think it was about 15, 20 people in the room. By the end of the 3 games, the whole room was full, and I didn't even realise it was a bit. It just seemed like wow, like it's like I just stepped into just like a little booth or something down the end of the room, and just got left as the kids in the corner. It was unreal.
How did you feel about our fight when we fought?
Nah, it was a good fight.
Way to bring that up, Edward.
To be fair, so what I will say is I was never no competitive fight night player. I was never no I was more of a social boxing game. I was younger when them games were more the best game out there. So,
but now,
but you played really good.
You're gonna step it up, right?
But yeah, you're gonna have the game all the time in the house, playing online. You're gonna start sharpening.
Well, this is what we were talking about. What was making the game, or the fight wasn't competitive on the sense of scorecards, but I made it to the end. There was stuff I did in every round, but I think more my knowledge of boxing and how I knew how to maneuver the ring, start sending in one way and then go in the other, just little nuances like that kept me safe and didn't really put me in any massive trouble through the fight, even though I was probably getting outscored and outworked.
You didn't get dropped or anything
Fanatico has a great his range.
What are you doing, Ash? You getting beat up?
Body, I haven't really got them layers of my.
He'll tell you.
Yeah. Those layers.
He'll let you know.
But you were one of the better players that I've played since. And there's I've played a lot of people from the studio and everything like that. And there's a lot of good players in the studio, but you're definitely one of the better players, which is a testament to your ability to play games and mix in your boxing knowledge into the game in real time. So.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of it's pleasing. I don't know if I need for a better word that. As a boxer, I can feel like I can put my mentality of how I approach boxing in real life, and I'm sort of approaching what I was doing. I was stepping, I was throwing, I was moving angles, certain things, trying to set traps, exactly how I would when I'm fighting. And I felt like, okay, I didn't beat you, but everyone else I thought I've got tremendous amount of success to the point of I'm not even getting hit by some of these. So, I feel like the game's in a place where, for me, it's the most realistic. Accurate representation we have of boxing in a video game ever, genuinely, with the footwork, the range, the movement. And I think from this moment onwards, when it gets launched as an early access title, accelerating forward all the way to the full release, I can't wait to see where we're at then. But right now I still feel this game is the most accurate representation I've ever played of what boxing feels like to play a video game. I think when you look at other titles, it's always been very more like arcadey, everything you do is it shows the same and it repeats the same and it becomes very much just about mechanics. And I think the under the hood stuff in this game is going to be what takes people by surprise the most as well.
So say I'm watching this stream right now. I've heard about the game for the first time. Maybe I'm going to try it out. I like boxing, but I'm not a boxer, right? What are the things that you would tell people, when you hop into that they should be thinking about?
Good question. I like that.
Basically.
No, do you know what I think it is? I think because everyone has some sort of understanding of what a fight should look like, and I think I don't think this game needs to even be put in front of a lot of people. I think by just being around other gamers, I think this game's going to get to most people at some point, whether it's just on someone's couch at a sports night party and the boxing games come on. I think we still see it to this day with fights that aren't even boxing game where it's meant to be martial arts and people are just boxing on there. The want and desire and crave for just having a stand-up fight with your friend sat on a sofa somewhere. I think this is going to get that, and I think the fighters that it's got as well, I think really is going to spread it to most corners of the world. Genuinely, I think the reach that some fighters like a Canelo, a Ryan Garcia, a Tyson Fury has, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard. I could literally just sit here and read off the whole roster, and
it's
it is the
beautiful
most
roster.
impressive and full-time roster I think that's ever been in a boxing video game as well. I know it might sound like a lot of hyperbole, but I don't think even if tried to be recreated in the future, someone would be able to get just as many people in boxing working together. I don't know how Steel City Interactive have done it, and Ash and Will and the rest of the team, everyone in between. I genuinely don't know, because boxing is a very very sport.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's just from boxing
fragmented.
perspective. Yeah, like it take. Imagine the amount of conversations they had to make a UFC.
That's a
game,
fact.
For example, would have been one conversation with one company. Each boxer could
That's a
be
big fact.
Manager, a boxer,
Yeah,
a trainer,
there's people.
a promoter.
There's definitely people inside in this building, and all the people like Todd that are having a lot of those conversations. But it's kind of like I was telling you the other night. Like this is what we're so appreciative of from the boxing community, is that like you guys have embraced us, right? That we've come in and we're trying to make a game that represent the sport as well as we can. We always talk about authentic boxing, and to hear you say something like, "Well, I can use my real boxing mentality in the ring," I think is something that we feels really good for us to hear.
No, for sure.
I think the next fight after this, we should push up the Sonny Edwards fight so we could take a look at it.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's push up the Sonny Edwards. That should be the fight next. We got you.
Is that what we got me queued up?
Yeah, you're queued up. We're gonna have
Queued up.
you fighting against your brother.
Oh, okay. was it not me fighting him the other day? No one screen recorded.
Yeah, it was you fighting him when we were at the event. Yeah.
Well, so they captured that, yeah?
I think so.
If,
Somebody
if that's the fight we're watching, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh no, we watching a live fight right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
They're fighting
Yeah,
right
so
there in
right
that
now,
room.
Ash is fighting.
Ash is fighting right now.
Canelo. They're just like right in the next room. We're just piping in.
Yeah. I seen him as I walked in.
So,
Sonny is real, bro. If you don't want real on your stream, don't put Sonny on there. That's for sure.
Well, if I've got loads of like black eyes and cuts and I've been down loads of times, it just doesn't really seem realistic at that point. We might have to pull the plug on the whole thing if that's the case.
Seen some questions in the chat about what time we're going live on Steam today. It's just about an hour from now.
Just about an hour.
So, we're maybe going to stream for about another half hour and then go do all the things that we need to do to get the game live and be ready. I mean, it is an early access game, so we expect there could be stuff that we need to
Look how he puts the shots again with the left hook.
Is he gonna get him? Oh, he couldn't get him.
There goes Todd. I thought it was going to be a knockdown too, Todd.
Oh.
We're gonna.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Bro, Ash, come on, man.
Wow. Okay.
Back and forward this fight. I like the way Rose lets his left hook go.
Oh, he's fighting back.
Yeah, we just had
He is fighting back.
Canelo get stunned by Rhodes a minute ago. This has turned into a fight. This is
a fight.
why you don't fight somebody on the QA team unless
It's
you're
always tough.
ready to bring your A game.
Yeah, it's always tough. Canelo looks a little bit more hurt right now.
Can you explain these to me right now? What am I looking at?
Well, the red is the indicator of the health and damage, and the white is the indicator of the stamina.
What about the box on the side with each? There's like, what, 7,
That's the
9?
damage that you're seeing.
So you want to, for your
all
bars,
those
you want
lines?
them high or do you
Yeah,
want them low?
no, you want them. What is it? High or
High,
low?
so that's full up, right?
You want it to be full up.
Full,
When it's
yeah.
lower, then you're
Body.
taking damage on that
Yeah,
specific
correct.
area. See, Sonny doesn't even get hit, so he doesn't look at
He doesn't
the
know.
screen.
He doesn't
look
know.
at the stuff in between the rounds.
Yeah, I think
He's too skilled. He doesn't pay attention.
for me, I always used to look where your stamina was. I think that always used to be a good
Yeah.
reflection of what was going on in the fight.
It's like how somebody asked me one time, "Hey, how do you take a knee?" And I was like, "I don't know." Okay.
Oh,
This
Canelo
is
looks
cut.
like he's cut. Yeah, he's cut. on
So
the
they
left
got the
side.
all the cut dynamics. I've not kept up with every single bit of updates.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's why I'm
yeah.
really looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a fight stopped from
Yeah,
that
from
sort of
the cut.
damage.
He just stopped.
So if you get them cut, you start working in that area, and then
Yeah.
their bar goes down, gets to a certain point, certain reps.
Yeah, you if you focus on it, you can get the fight stopped.
Ooh, Ryan Rose is trying to get his revenge. The rematch.
This is interesting.
I like his left hook, Rhodes. I like the way he throws it.
It's nice and short, quick.
I wish he were here right now seeing this.
Come on, Canelo. What the hell? He's leading with hooks, man. Lead with
This
jabs.
is what's so cool about gaming, right? It's like you can take your fighter, or maybe basically in the fight, you can come in and show your mastery as a player and make a fight out of it.
Is he gonna turn the fight?
Is
Is he gonna turn the fight around?
Okay, Ash. Ooh. Oh. At the taunt.
Wow.
With the cut.
With the taunt.
Was that the first time he's been down?
That's the first time Ryan Rose has been dropped.
These mini games, you need to get used to it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Some
it's a
people are going to be
50-50.
getting knocked out by.
Quite easily.
It does
It's a
take a little
50-50.
practice.
Yeah.
It does take a little practice. Okay.
Okay. So this is getting interesting.
But if you look at the damage, right, on here, it's pretty close overall. At least to their overall damage. But that's certainly not going to help. Not going to help on the cards for Rick.
Ooh, a double left hook with a counter thrown in just to spice it up. Now he's just trying to go for the body. I'm really curious now as to who's gonna win this fight because it looked like Ryan Rose had control, but now that Canelo dropped him, I don't know where.
The round before, they both hurt each other.
So one of the things, between Edward and I, and with some of the community people, especially like the content creators and stuff, is like there's some rivalries bubbling up, right? I'm curious for you, Sonny, like when you get your hands on the game, is there somebody that you're looking to take it to in this game?
What, with myself or just with
Just like when you get your hands on the game, it's like who are you looking forward to playing against?
Well, I've already played against my brother at every opportunity. I think he's been my.
He's knocking him out and he's taunting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I got caught in aggression. I missed that one. But yeah, probably my brother at the moment. I'll be real. I think for the next month, I'd say every morning I'm gonna wake up, pick me, face my brother, knock him out a few times, and then start my day.
Fair enough.
So your brother's the guy?
Yeah. But right now, my weight class isn't that fleshed out. Like, there needs to be a few more. There's a few more that's signed that need to get added later.
Whoa.
I gotta say, I like that Ash is still being aggressive here.
Even though he may have
at the very end.
Yeah, he might have he might have secured the win with two knockdowns.
Probably, but that's why I like that he's being aggressive because it's like he's trying to get the knockout.
Yeah, he's gold.
Oh my goodness!
He slept him. He's not getting back.
It's getting ugly, man.
He was on the way down. Oh,
you can see how small the bars are.
Is that as hard as it's getting, or is it getting much harder than that?
It's hard. This one's hard. He's not getting up.
Yeah.
No way.
He's not getting up.
Not even close. All right.
KO.
Rick hung in there. I'm gonna give him credit. He hung in there.
Yeah.
He hung in there for a while.
Man,
the cut as well.
He came out looking better.
Wow.
Damn.
All right. So we're gonna go.
That was a comeback fight.
We're gonna go Sonny and Charlie next.
Yeah, we can do that one.
And it sounds like we're gonna.
Yeah, make sure
Look at the
next
scorecard.
fight is
right
Sunday.
ahead.
Yeah, look at that. Wow, he needed the knockout for the win because he only started coming in right at the end. So it was a comeback fight.
Damn. What?
Kudos to Ash. I guess he didn't want his first fight to the
Live
world.
out there. Do you know what I mean? He was getting absolutely.
Hey, Ash said, I'm blowing
He
it.
didn't want to lose for his first fight.
Ash was blowing it, bro.
Up, down, left.
Ash was wet in the bed.
So we're gonna have chat. We're gonna have. By the way, we are currently just want to let you guys know at 3,903 concurrent viewers. We appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much. We're almost live. We're less than an hour away from the early access launch, so we're almost there, guys. But we're enjoying some fights, and of course, for fun, we got Sonny here. We want to see Sonny playing.
Oh, my guy in there now.
Yeah, well, no. We're gonna have somebody. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be sat here.
Yeah. Do you want to play?
Yeah, I'll play. Of course. I'm pressure now.
Come on. Let's
Come on, go in now.
Yeah, right there. Right
Yeah, get him on the stage.
Oh, so we're gonna have Sonny. You guys are gonna see Sonny playing as Sonny.
Okay. I will see if all those compliments that you're paying to him are worthy. You want to jump back in, Ash?
You want to join us, Ash?
Yeah. Come take credit for your win.
I mean,
I
we
didn't know we were
just
gonna-
did a comeback win.
I didn't know
so
we were gonna see you fighting.
Listen, I had
I know,
to win
we
that
keep
fight,
on-
right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't going to have Canelo calling and saying, hey, you haven't been lose against Ryan Rhodes when I beat that guy. So that was a pretty entertaining fight, I thought.
yeah, it was amazing. You did a comeback,
It was a great fight.
and you were cut.
Yeah, I just love how Canelo moves in the game.
Okay, so we got a gym war here now. We're
Gym war.
in Coldwell, right?
Why are they fighting here?
And so Sonny, I guess, is on the sticks against Rick.
Yes.
Oh man,
This is gonna be tough.
that is gonna be that is gonna be
Rick
tough.
is
We're gonna
one of
find
those
out.
guys.
We'll find out what Sonny's got. That's right, and so you're noticing here no HUD, right, at the bottom of the screen. So we've got this simulation option that's in there in the pre-fight menu that we were talking about a little bit earlier. It's a bit like taking the training wheels off.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna have to look for those visual cues for your stamina and look for damage on yourself to understand how the fight is going. It's pretty fun. I know you like it a lot, Edward.
Oh yeah, I play with on simulation all the time. One of the things that I love about the simulation is controlling everything, even my guard, controlling where I put where I'm positioning myself. So to me, I'm one of those people that like as much control as possible. And just from playing the game, I could also tell what's going on, stamina and all that stuff, even from like the back end of just paying attention to what's going on in the fight. So this is literally my favorite type of gameplay simulation.
Yeah, I think the reason we put that in, right, was because we just wanted to make you feel like you're immersed into in the fight, rather than having the UI elements on the screen.
Yeah.
And also it adds to the unknown, right, where you don't know, you got to go off the visual cues with the stamina and damage.
I think it's cool also for people that create content for the game, right? Maybe you're trying to make a story out of something or make a cool piece of content. And we have a great content creator community. I definitely wanted to talk about that.
We do. 1000%. We do.
A few of them have been playing the game here and leading up to launch quietly, secretly. They've been very patient, waiting until the launch to be able to put some videos out. But yeah, I want to call some of those people out. People like Study, Coach's Corner, Showbiz, JMMA, Dark Side, Jay Shep. There's a lot of people in our community. Obviously, that's where you came from.
Shout outs.
Edward, and so support your creators.
Jay Shep, my boy.
Kind of in those times where we didn't have a lot to talk about, which was sometimes over the course of development, they kind of held it down for us a little bit, and
for sure
people that the community would look to for updates and fun speculation and stuff like that. And I think for me,
big shout outs.
Obviously people finally getting their hands on the game.
Big shout out to the boys, man.
A lot of content that's going to come out of this too. Talk about some of those rivalries between creators that are going to happen and stuff like that. And so yeah,
that's real shit.
It's one of the things I'm most excited about. In the next hour, we're going to start seeing some of those things.
Yeah, they're gonna start popping up, and I just can't wait to play against everybody. That's like one of the number one things that I've been like betas. I was just on it every time because I couldn't wait until everybody has it, so we can go ahead and have those games.
Dang, big shout outs to the boys, man.
Right, and even we were disappointed when the beta ended.
Yeah, exactly.
We were having a lot of fun online.
Oh yeah, I mean, then I can only play against this guy for like the last little while. I'm ready to play easier fights too every once in a while.
You don't have to go in.
What you doing, Sonny?
People at the game every day. Well, I would say it's definitely like a steel sharpens steel.
What you doing, Sonny?
We make each other better.
Woo.
And that's one of the things I like about it too. So I mean, Edward and I started.
This camera is crazy, bro.
Last summer with Terrence Crawford, we were showing him in the game for the first time, and we played so many fights that week. And I think one of the cool things was like I learned about stuff about the game playing that I didn't realize, or it's like you add all these tools in the game, and there's some sort of emergent gameplay things. That
Y'all boys been playing the game, bro.
trying to do them, and we'd go back and forth.
Y'all boys been playing the game.
I gotta figure this out, and then I'd flip it back around on him, and we really got several levels deep of our strategy and tactics within the game.
Hey, y'all keeping that thing on the low, bro. Y'all keeping that thing on the low. Y'all been playing the game, bro, on the low like that. That's tough.
I'm a little impressed by Sonny in this one because he's hitting Good, look at that.
Y'all had to sign a crazy NDA.
Practice though. To be
Yeah,
fair.
that's true.
That's quite a bit of practice. And then he's up against Rick, right?
He's up against Rick. I mean, Rick is
Rick cutting the ring off.
You can see Rick wanting to not give him a ton of space.
yeah, he's
there.
trying to create distance, trying to come in with his guard. This is interesting, and it's the brothers versus the brothers too. Sonny versus Charlie.
Yeah, I feel like you guys were throwing hands last fight. This one is like they're a little more deliberate. They're thinking, they're a little more, pacing themselves a little bit.
Well, I think looking at that predictive scorecard and seeing Canelo behind, I was like,
Well, it was like that on the final card. It was apparently
He
like
was-
that. Of course, he got knockdowns in the last round too. Maybe the push over the top. But,
yeah, I needed to go for it.
well, you did.
You did. It was a
So-
comeback fight. It was a comeback fight. Ooh, combinations. Ooh. Ooh. Wow.
Rick had a really
No way.
had a really good exchange there.
He wasn't having it.
But you see, he run out of stamina there.
Yeah.
See that the last punch he threw, he
You
was,
could
he was
tell.
gassed out.
That's why everything has to, when you play simulation, everything has to be visual cues. You got to understand your fighter, where you are and with your stamina, with the tank that you have, and then assess from there. Some good hooks to the body by Charlie Edwards. Ooh, I like that step in, step out. Who do you guys think is winning? I think we were having a conversation. We might not know. Let me see. Chat. Let us know who you guys think. Oh, actually, we got to predict the score card here. Sonny is
They got Sonny up?
by 1 round. It's 29.
What?
28.
I feel like this is close.
It is.
This
It
is
is
close.
Predictive scorecard, though, right?
Yeah,
it
so
may,
you
not
never-
be.
yeah,
It may
yeah.
not be the actual judges'
You don't know.
scorecard.
You don't know. But I want to know what you guys think. Who do you guys have winning? I'm seeing a lot of Sonnies. Sonny or Charlie, guys? I saw a few Sonny Edwards there. Edwards is
Tell me
winning.
about-
Somebody said Edwards is winning.
Obviously, we've
That
got,
doesn't tell us
we've got
anything.
David Caldwell, his gym in the game. Tell me about that process
Oh yeah.
of meeting up with him and ended up having to put his gym in the game.
Yeah, so Dave, that conversation came about through an introduction from Ryan and Dean, and he was training a few fighters at the time as well. So the introduction of Jordan Gill, Hope Price into the game was through Dave, and Dave's a world champion trainer. Tony Bellew. Recently with Derek Chisora as well, and it's for us to be able to.
I want to see those guys ringside kind of react
We actually did some
a little bit more.
We worked with Lerone Richards at the time as well, and we were talking about different venues that we wanted to have in the game, right, from gyms through to the large arenas. So yeah, and he's got a fantastic gym in Rotherham. So. We decided to let's do something, and let's put the gym in the game. So I mean, Dave's been with us from the very beginning, supported us throughout the development. So again, this is another part of this journey that's really great for us, with the fact that we're able to work with the boxing community, right? It's not just the boxers. We've been working with the trainers, Joe Gallagher as well. It's kind of become like a big family, right? Where even in the cup.
Bro, they said the boys had their game early, bro.
Since day one as well, and it's just such a great moment.
Yeah, I was talking with him the other night, and he was telling me how crazy this was for him to see himself in a game and be a part of it. It's just cool to see so much enthusiasm from people who are in the boxing world.
Yeah, I mean, even in the event that we had, Patrick Rocco came and he saw himself and he's like, oh, this is so amazing. He played using his own character. We were seeing Sonny Edwards using his own character.
Yeah.
All those things.
With his own mocap. that
With
he did.
his own mocap.
That's
Yeah.
kind of impressive, right? It's like
Yeah.
Sonny's, he's in there, fighting with himself with moves that he.
Damn, what?
Yeah.
So,
There's no way my boys had the game early, man.
man, I don't know. I think Sonny might take this fight from Rick.
I think he's getting some of those counters in.
Oh, Sonny's gonna win this fight.
As well, so.
Sonny's not gonna lose on freaking live, bro. You are kidding me.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not.
lie.
Yeah, no, Rick is.
I'm not, I'm not the comfy box guy with counting up punches, but I feel good about it. I don't know. We'll see.
Sonny's jabbing the shit out of
This
him.
is interesting because this is probably I would be fighting as probably.
I
Oh,
think if Todd was in here, you might say this smells like it could be a controversial decision.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good counter. Yeah, they both like equally.
Yeah, they're both doing good work
Yeah.
and are having their moments, and so those are the fights where I like that about the scorecard, right? Is having that moment of suspense,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Because,
you just never know.
it's not always been a thing in boxing games where you really feel like you don't know, and going right.
oh shit! There it goes.
Of boxing with experiences.
And
He rocked him.
Something else with the simulation mode.
It's a close fight. Looks like.
Is the fact that if you're not concentrating in the fight, like in terms of what round are we in, right? You could be maybe a little bit behind on the scorecards.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was my experience with it. If you
Because obviously you don't have
kind of lose track and just start playing the game, you'll look up and freaking be losing.
which you see in boxing, right? You see fighters ask that question. What round are we in?
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you're so dialed in and you're just trying to
Yeah.
win. Like you're not even really paying attention
No.
to what round it is. You're
No.
just focusing on the fight itself and how it's playing out. Nice body shots, man. I don't know. I think Rick is like, I ain't going out like that.
Yeah, Rick's coming through this round.
From Rick.
It's all about finishing strong, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look what happened in the last fight, right?
Yeah.
The uppercut's there, Rick. The uppercut is there for you, Rick.
Plus, it would have been the first live fight from the creative director.
And losing as well. No, we can't have. Yeah.
Can't have that.
Yeah. No. So I had to step on the
Put
gas.
some pressure on yourself.
Oh, Rick. Yeah, Sonny's chilling a lot this round. I don't know what's going on.
I think maybe Rick. Maybe
Oh,
Rick.
oh.
Ooh, a double
Nice
counter.
one too.
Yeah, I feel like if just when I think one of them is about to take over,
They start changing it
yeah,
up. Somebody adjusts.
momentum shifts.
Yeah, their faces are red now.
Double
It's
counter
crazy.
there. I mean, that's another thing that
yeah.
I'm glad that we were
That's
able
unique.
to put in, right?
That's
Because
unique.
I don't think that's been done before.
Ooh.
Usually it's a single counter and then there's like a pause, right? But we're just allowing players to follow up with combinations. You shouldn't be able to stop after you've landed the counter. I mean, it's like what you do. Stand there and admire it. You're gonna follow up with some more punches. So yeah.
So it's cool to see that when you do follow up with punches, you get rewarded for
Yes.
that combination
Yep.
with the continuation of the counter,
Yeah.
which I thought was just amazing. I was floored when I first realized that was a thing. And I think it was during the first creative that
Come get my $30, bruh.
we saw that for the first time.
And also, you can. Oh, here we go.
Oh, they
Oh.
fought to a draw.
A draw?
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Should have did 8 rounds for that one.
Neither is Charlie.
I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh.
I guess it's a respectable outcome, right?
yeah.
Given at least what we think we saw
Oh.
on every single scorecard,
Wow.
and they all gave the same rounds.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That is.
That's not very often you see that.
Yeah, it's not.
It is.
Let me see the. I mean, it's very close.
Okay,
Look
I
at the
mean
percentages.
those punch stats are very close.
Yeah, they're very close.
Okay,
A draw.
A draw.
I think we've got just a few minutes, but maybe we should grab Sonny back in here and get his
Yeah,
thoughts.
let's get his thoughts on.
I'll let you,
I'll go
I'll let
get
you
it.
off the hook.
I'll go get it.
Who you guys think won that fight? You guys think the judges were right on that one?
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. Nobody really got hurt. Like,
It was
It was
good.
close.
2 more rounds, we might have been able to tell. Sonny was rocking him, but Sonny was getting hit a lot.
Man, he's killing me with the body shot. Apart from that,
It was good though. I mean, look,
Body shots are key on this game, man. Body shots are key on this game.
he's probably one of the best players inside.
no, I played Simeon.
Oh, you played
Oh, you
Simeon.
play
He's
Simeon.
good too.
Okay, he's both. They're both
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
the top. Like
Yeah.
Yo, you're in there fighting the dev. I mean, ooh, I'm ready to see Sugar Ray Leonard. Somebody pick.
So that was your first.
Somebody pick Sean Porter, bro.
But I know you're gonna be.
I want to see Sean Porter, man.
Yeah. as soon as I'm.
Yo, no way you're doing this matchup right here.
Take a few days maybe to get
No way you're doing this matchup right here.
know about, you know, how I'm gonna go about
The
it.
two sugars.
Yeah, I've got my Twitch all ready to.
Two sugars.
Go and, yeah, I'll be just.
Yo, I'm ready to play the game, man.
Till 4 a.m. up at 8.
I'm ready to play the game, man.
It might be full time undisputed player now. I might just.
Look at these matchups we can do, bro.
It hurts a lot. less.
Endless matchups, man. I'm going to sleep tonight with this game on playing.
But you know what's mad? I drew. Like, I've not done that in real boxing. But this game.
174 and 19, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got hit a lot more in this fight.
How that man lose 19 times?
That's for sure.
How Sugar Ray lose 19
I was
times?
trying to like get my where I was throwing.
How do you fight freaking 190, 200 fights,
I
bro?
wasn't doing something defensively when I needed to, and I was getting snapped up a little bit. But he's good. He had good hands, head, and body. I think that's quite important on this. If you get the grasp, the thing is, if you can start reading it and picking it up and moving your feet, you can start like countering it. But if you just sort of let them body shots land, before you know it, you can feel your player start slowing down.
Will online rank fights be like set as far as how many rounds? That's what I want to
It
know.
was good. We were having a blast seeing it because.
I didn't realize only 6 rounds. I didn't realize it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't see because we had an R mode. We had no
Yeah,
HUD.
it was a.
We had no HUD. Yeah. So we didn't have energy. Could you see our energy in that?
No, you couldn't see anything unless
okay,
you went to
okay.
the corner. That's when we saw.
Yeah, we couldn't see the energy and stuff. So.
You basically have to go to the corner and assess what's going on, and then come
Yeah.
All right, so
That's when we're seeing it. Yeah.
so we got our last fight here.
One of my favorites.
Two
in the
Sugar
game.
Rays.
Two
Sugar Ray
Sugar
Leonard and
Rays.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Leonard and Robinson.
This is a fun matchup in the game. Usually, these are both two fighters that I use a lot.
Well, arguably two of the best fighters that have ever done it.
Ever, for
Ever
sure.
done it. So
Yeah.
I know there's a strong debate for Sugar Ray Robinson being that guy.
Yeah,
And
the GOAT.
strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Okay, Sugar Ray Robinson is
Maybe
kind
just
of
a bit before the time that would get him.
got his tall, lanky type frame.
Which would make it count somewhat in this generation seem like more. But what he did in the ring and the longevity of his career. This is the first gameplay I've seen as well.
Oh,
Real nice body shot.
Yeah.
I think I've got to work on my left hook to the body of my character. I was throwing it a bit slow out there.
Coming
My
from
jab,
the left?
and my straight right, real nice though.
Yeah.
My character, my jab, and I like the long left hook.
Sugar Ray defense looks amazing.
Long left hook, it was nice.
We're already seeing the legendary hand speed of Ray Leonard with a couple of these.
Yeah, his hands are crazy fast on here. That straight right, stepping back.
Ray Leonard and
Yo, his hand speed's crazy, bro.
is it Rick and City? Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson. Do we know who's using them? No. Probably. I know it's probably Simeon in there. Might be Rick.
But Sugar Ray Robinson's power might be too much, bro.
Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest boxer of all time. Yeah, definitely, arguably.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And
Switch
how good
stance.
to have these sort of fighters in the game. That
I
just
know.
sort of like,
That's the thing that makes it so special.
you've got the new ones, you've got the ones coming through at the prospects,
And
you've got
then
the
you
ones
could
at the
make
top.
them fight.
And then you've got the real life legends that I think I was maybe surprised when the Sugar Ray Robinson, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Muhammad Ali's, when they really started dropping onto the game and onto the roster. I think it probably opened up a lot of people's eyes because they're
I don't know if
legends.
you remember my first video I did when they would release.
Oh!
Robinson.
He rocked
Look
him.
at the footwork.
Oh,
He's coming in.
See the little slip. I like that. You know when you start coming in with slips because you
Yeah.
keep your
Oh
feet
man,
still.
Sugar Ray Robinson's about to drop,
You
bro.
might try and get away and then they're open.
Exactly.
Sugar Ray Robinson's about to drop, man.
I really like the work that Sugar Ray Leonard is doing right now.
Sugar Ray Leonard looking.
He's staying at his distance.
Got him rocked and
Damn, in the
everything.
chat.
Bring back Todd Grisham, man.
Let's put this so we get the full screen.
Just about. This will be our last fight.
this is
We're
definitely
just
our
about
last fight.
35 minutes away from going live on Steam.
Y'all keep saying that, bro.
Everybody online will find out who. And that's one of the things. Another thing we're saying is obviously the rankings.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
We'll find out who's truly undisputed.
Yeah.
So do I start
There's
with
been a lot
one
of
of the,
people saying that they were, but we don't know for sure.
do I start with one of the belts? Just
Oh yeah, we just give it to you.
I'll just
They have
start one
to
of
beat
them.
you to take.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes
the,
sense.
The defending champ.
If only I got the win in that last game.
I was gonna say
I could have wrong. I could
It's a
have
draw,
at
you
least
know.
you didn't lose it.
Yeah,
You
you
didn't
Oh,
didn't lose the belt.
When I see my guy complaining, I know what it looks like when I've won. It didn't look like that. So. But to me, drawing is like losing. So like, I don't feel no. You know what I mean? There was no victory in not
There's no
losing.
I
satisfaction.
feel you on
I'm
that.
used to winning that. Anything else apart from that is just.
Okay.
I think it's gonna have to humble. I think this game's gonna humble.
I like Sony, man.
Say it's definitely like a steel sharpened steel.
I like Sony.
The little gloves, you know, the old classic gloves he's got.
Yeah,
It makes his hands look a bit faster. I don't know. I'm seeing them. I think my hands look a bit faster.
We can see Ray Leonard is in loose movement, so that little icon at the bottom of the HUD where it's lit up for Sugar Ray Leonard means he's in loose movement. Allows you to move around the ring a little more quickly, but it is at the expense of your defense. If you get tagged, it might help your defense if you're staying outside of range. And so, to me, that tells me whoever's fighting as Sugar Ray Leonard is feeling very comfortable right now.
But is there any other like sort of differences when you're in flashing mode, loose movement? Do you take damage more?
You do, and there's a higher risk of having a flash knockdown or a flash KO. So you have that benefit of being able to move a little bit more freely, but it is risky.
Does it do anything to the power of your punching?
I think it. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to check about that.
I have to check with the team under the hood.
I don't want to be wrong. I don't say wrong.
That step back, you see that step back?
But it does feel. I mean,
It's
it does
clean.
feel.
It
It
gets you out
does.
of the
You
way.
do feel a risk, right? When you're
The Sugar Ray Robinson, he looks good. I might need a word with the dev team to get my rating up a bit higher. I'm not sure 100% about the 83, but it's only the beginning of the game, right?
Yeah, it is. Those things cool.
Live updates, you know what I mean? More titles get added, Undisputed, special weight. You know what I mean? I'm sure there can be a bit of wiggle room. Maybe different versions of this, you know.
Ooh, nice body shot.
counter.
Ooh, and he's not leaving the loose movement. So
You know what? It's a dangerous spot when your energy goes and you're still in the pocket and you've just been caught. You can feel the panic and you feel that the response of your fight is a little bit less. Like when you get stuck there, you do get stuck there for that split second.
Yeah. You get it's like a stun that's going on.
Wow, Robinson's getting whooped.
Look at their little.
Into loose footwork.
Oh, so they're both in loose footwork. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to style right now. Oh, he caught that uppercut from a very
Just at the end of his ring.
Yeah, just at the end of the ring.
Trying to do a check hook instead of leading with that jab.
This is interesting.
Good job.
That step back
Ooh.
hook.
Yo, he is in perfect range, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard's in perfect range.
Both of them using lateral movement really well. I mean, I think that's
Stepping around the target. as well.
yeah, it's one of the hallmarks of our game, right? Is footwork and the ability to put yourself in a position to make good choices.
It's just captivating because we haven't been able to see this fresh graphics
I thought Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard was doing his thing.
on a boxing game.
I'd maybe give Ray Leonard the edge right now, but Ray Robinson's having his moments. I mean, at least I guess if you look at the health here,
Stamina's crazy.
you're taking a similar amount of damage.
Oh.
What?
Robinson
okay.
is
No, bro.
predictive
Interesting.
scorecard.
Don't believe that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now I'm excited for the cards at the end because
It's got to be some big
Yeah,
round,
yeah.
isn't it? Oh.
I'm not buying into that predictive card shit, man.
Body shots.
That's horrible.
You see the ripple.
That's horrible. Look at this, bro. They have him losing all 3 rounds.
now what I'm wondering is like inside their heads in there, what are they thinking?
Oh!
The hands are
he's
going.
hurt.
Look how quick his movement is on the way forward. Oh,
And
no,
now
he
with that
wasted
score,
it there.
oof.
Head and body, change the angle.
Oh no, he's out of
Yeah,
there.
he's getting away. That's it.
He's
Look
trying
at
to cut
the
him off.
footwork though to cut around the ring.
He's trying to cut him off. That must be tough, especially with this type of fight.
Yo, you gotta stay outside on Sugar Ray Robinson. He
Demoralizing.
getting dangerous, more dangerous as the fight goes on.
I like Sugar Ray's Robinson's slips as he's down to the side. He controls it now. He comes back and he can throw his shot out of it. Oh,
Nice
see how he
body
slipped
shot.
into it through that body shot straight into the with the weight transfer.
Yeah, you can
Ooh.
use your footwork to your advantage in so many different
You
ways.
can get there and then
Yeah.
just think about defense and then see what opens up. A lot of people just
Exactly.
they want to attack at the sooner the edge of range. When
The
boxing
moments
is
they
not
get
like that. Yeah.
exactly.
Sometimes you got to wait for your opponent to get tired, they've thrown out, you've blocked a couple of the shots, they've missed a couple, you've countered.
Or beat them to throw punches. And then do counter.
So many different ways, and I think with this game, depending on who you're picking, I think you'll have to approach the fights accordingly.
Yeah, how do you think about that? Obviously, you're excited to play using yourself, but are there other people on the roster where you're like, oh, that's gonna be one of my go-tos?
Yeah, I think we're watching from this. Sugar Ray Robinson looks very impressive right now.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy for me so far to put your hand.
Oh.
Is
You can't take them hits.
I think there's something about Wilder that's gonna be the one like the one.
So Sugar Ray Leonard looks good hand speed wise. It doesn't look like he deals out a lot of damage.
Moment, yeah.
And
Out of
it's
nowhere.
charged, yeah, it's
Yeah.
charged. And the thing is, if you're playing against Wilder, like, and you get caught and you get laid out and you don't even get a chance to stand up, you kind of got to accept it.
Yeah,
If anyone, you kind of got to accept that.
Sure.
You know?
If anyone's gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Under 30 minutes now to
Under
go.
30.
Wow. Start of early access.
And when it goes live, what, can they start downloading it then? Or
Yeah,
what's the
yeah.
function?
Yeah.
I need to know for myself.
Yeah,
This
it'll
could
be
be
on Steam.
Yeah, once it goes
It'll be
live.
live in the store on Steam, and you can purchase into early access and join us, join our community, give us feedback on the game. I know people in the chat seem to be enjoying what they're seeing,
Yeah.
but we do have a lot of work to do. We have to make sure it's competitively balanced and fair. You know, we've got features ads. See people in the chat talking about career mode and some of these other things we talked about at the beginning, you know, on our roadmap. So, you know, for us, this is like super important. To
Yeah,
get
people
that
always gonna ask
players
more and more questions, no matter what you give them.
instrumental
That's
in
fine.
getting us to where we are now.
That's okay.
It's a thing that we're excited for.
I think
Yo.
the best part about the early
Less than 30 minutes, man. It's 10:33.
access and
Yeah.
Steam use,
My Eastern time is 10:33.
chance over the coming months forward to end
They have Sugar Ray Robinson winning this fight.
that needs, you know, community.
If he would have knocked Sugar Ray Leonard down earlier, I could see that, but I just can't see it, man. I've been seeing clean shots by Sugar Ray Leonard since the beginning of this fight.
The stockholders and whatnot, the fans and the fighters, they're
Oh my God, he just hit him like 3 or 4 times. But Sugar Ray Robinson has way more power. You can just tell.
I think it would just
You can just tell.
their chance to sort of have
His
their
shots are just-
fighters they want adding or
They have more stopping power, it seems like. But he's getting beat up.
even just
He's getting touched. Yeah, Robinson's getting touched up. Don't get it twisted.
if it makes sense to someone, it's worth hearing. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like in this world, at the stage of where technology is at, with the right time.
It's almost a shame this is just a 6-round fight
I
because
know.
there is
Because
a bit
it's
of
so
a there's a stamina difference too, right? Like
Yeah.
Wow.
Leonard right now has
It's a
kept a lot
6-round
of his
fight.
stamina.
It's a
Yeah.
6-round fight. There's no point keeping it in stamina for a
Sugar Ray Leonard's stamina is out of this world on here.
To manage it as well, you know, but he does have a bit of an advantage, and if the
Way to get out of that corner.
are right and he's
But
behind.
he's missing a lot less, I think, and less power. Like
Yeah.
I think some fighters they choose not to throw too much power, and
Yeah.
I think that's a decision people even make.
Yeah,
or
we're
don't
both
make.
like that. Edward and I both don't throw a lot of
We
power.
don't.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than missing the 15
Yeah.
you've thrown, and now
Yeah.
your player's a bit zapped compared to your opponent. I'm the same. I think I very rarely throw power until you start seeing the blue bar flash off at the bottom and stunned.
Yeah, I like to focus on the most high percentage stuff, right? To make sure that I have the best opportunity over the course of a fight.
You just wanna win, right?
Because
You don't care about how it
yeah,
looks.
yeah.
You
No,
don't
no,
care about how it looks.
I still make it look. I still make it look nice. I still make it look pretty, but I do want to win. Like that's part of like
So
my
what
mentality.
you're chucking in
I remember back when Fanatico's favorite fighter on here was Kell Brook. Way back. Seemed like way back.
We got 1 minute left in this round. This is the final round, and it's looking like they're kind of going more aggressive to end the fight.
Yo, this might be a draw too.
I think they're both great fighters. So
No knockdown?
They get hurt really. They've got good chins. They've got good hearts.
Oh,
I didn't say that.
That's just saying that.
Oh, he's going, he can't move his feet.
If he stays up, he can.
Oh! There's the fight.
If he would have stayed up, it would have kept the fight
he's
really
oh,
close.
yeah,
He'll make it up, I think.
He's
gonna
probably
beat
gonna get up.
He's gonna beat the count.
That 10-8 round though.
I
That
know.
could
Man.
swing it.
That could swing
Depending
it
on how
with
you see the
6
last two
rounds, and then the predictive scorecards. I don't know,
It's
I don't know what's about to happen.
man. Yeah. he got
4 seconds. Oh, he's seen the final bell. Can he get him again? Ooh,
Oh,
look at the
what's-
hands at the end of
Yeah,
the
it
Sugar Ray.
went-
That's all that stamina he left.
Oh!
What?
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 That knockdown
don't
didn't
believe
do
the
it.
predictive
Okay,
scorecard.
yeah,
Bro.
You never
we
know.
all thought that Ray Leonard was ahead. And the
Is that
card-
because
Yeah, he was ahead for sure.
Not the predictive, yeah?
It was.
Those that scorecard thing is weird, bro.
We thought visually that he was ahead.
Okay.
Look at
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Go back to the scorecard.
Go back. Yeah.
Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray.
54, 59. look at the
54,
swing.
59?
This is why we say
someone-
the predictive scorecards. You
Who
just
do you think?
Man,
who
look.
do you think-
I think Ray Leonard did good. That predictive scorecard kind of started nudging me in a little bit,
Yeah.
in a way. But when he got knocked down, I was for sure I thought he was gonna lose.
I
but
love how there's
guess
some
he
difference
really-
in the scorecard.
Yeah.
I love seeing that because you very rarely see free scorecards. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I love
Exactly.
that the judges are actually looking for some
For something
variances.
that they-
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's different.
it adds like a, depending on the judges how the fight goes. If you had 3 different judges, you could have won.
Yeah.
If there's
Guys, they
slight-
told me I want to do one more fight for you guys before you get out of here, Sonny. All right? We're getting some complaints. We got to keep this equity. We need a women's fight. We need Katie Taylor. All right?
Yeah.
Jessica McCaskill,
91.
undisputed titles, 4 undisputed. Sonny Edwards on commentary.
There
Here
we
we
go.
go.
McCaskill is not gonna. Yo.
So he just comes in
This is
and
good.
goes out.
You guys are getting one extra fight.
For the representation, also, we're not going to go into the lunchtime. No, we were still
WBC arena. Come on, man.
We should be able to get it done, but it's all right. This is a great fight. It's a great matchup.
Yeah.
Is Katie Taylor the highest rated?
She is.
Yeah.
91.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
women's division, she's the
Is
highest.
there anyone at
rated.
99 so far at this point?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Not yet.
Room to grow.
Katie Taylor, 22 and 0.
22 and 0.
Olympic gold medalist.
Katie was one of my go-tos in the beta,
Yeah.
the second beta that we had.
Yeah, there's nobody to compete with her. There's nobody to compete with Katie Taylor.
What stands out for her fighter? Her character in the game.
I mean, obviously she's just kind of a well-rounded fighter in general, right?
I've not used her. Yeah,
Good
that's fair.
movement. She
Yeah.
has good speed.
Good hand speed.
Good hand speed.
I mean, like I said, I don't stay in the pocket too long.
Highest rated woman on the game. There's nobody near her.
Which
There's that.
Works. And that works for if that's the type of fight.
There's that.
McCaskill more of a heavy-handed, power puncher, brawler type fighter.
Well, I gotta say, our team in there has been giving us some amazing fights so
Fights,
far.
I know.
You never know. It's like we're gonna do a stream and we want to have fights that look good, and they've been in there fighting some very competitive,
I think-
close fights.
Yeah, I think once you've got like a grasp of the game now, I think that you will be competitive even if the fight doesn't go your way. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think you will just get blasted out straight away most of the times. You're going to have to defend yourself and maneuver the ring. But if you don't know how to use your stamina and keep giving open looks, I think it could be short nights for.
It's
for a
gonna
lot
be
of
short
people.
nights for a lot of people.
Day one. It is day one for them.
Definitely. Short fights. Short nights.
We're just about 20 minutes left from
Oh yeah, good
from launch.
good short shot.
20 minutes from launch. Ooh.
Okay,
What is
backing
that?
up.
That was a nasty sequence there.
Good body shot from McCaskill.
Yeah.
That's what my left needs to look a bit more like. What coming out?
She was throwing those left hooks. Body.
Oh,
head.
look, heavy shot from McCaskill.
See, you see how she stepped over to the other side before she attacked?
Oh,
That's things that a lot of people, when they play the game, they don't think about. They just come to the center and just throw punches. But there's ways that you can put yourself in different places to make sure certain punches land, and even certain punches for your opponents miss.
do we have like for each fighter? Do we have a full stat breakdown to look at yet? Or?
Yeah.
So you can click a button.
Yeah, it's in the fighter select.
Oh, so everyone's going to be comparing everything. As soon as this comes out, that's what everyone's going to
Absolutely.
You got to look at what works. And
Oh, that's the first thing I'm doing.
You, and you can use that to your advantage to tailor it to the fighter that you want to, like how you want to fight. If you're like, oh, I want a person that has good, fast combinations, you can look at the punch keys and then tailor it.
And depending on how good your boxing IQ is, you should know what makes sense and what doesn't.
McCaskill getting bopped up right now.
Punches to avoid.
Yeah.
from certain fighters.
Yeah, and it's exciting for us to have a women's division in the game. It's been a really long time since there was a women's division in a boxing game. I think you have to go back to like Knockout Kings 2001.
Go ahead and put Cyborg on there.
And we have a fully fledged division with a lot of fighters. I'm just seeing Katie Taylor and Jessica McCaskill here. We have, you know, the likes of Natasha Jonas. We've got Terry Harper, Ebony Bridges, Chantel Cameron, Sophie Alicia.
A lot of the ones you're familiar with through the British and world female scene, really.
Yeah, absolutely. She's not day one early access, but we have Clarissa Shields coming in as well. So we have some of the best fighters in the world.
What about Bumgarner?
Is Katie trying to come in strong after what happened in the first round? That's what it's looking like.
Getting caught them short left hooks though. McCaskill's left hook's dangerous. But she ran out of stamina there.
Yeah, you got to manage that. Yeah, I could tell McCaskill's completely more stamina.
She's far more power though, isn't she? It's only a 6-rounder again, so maybe.
Well, her combinations, you know, she's throwing great combinations, McCaskill here.
Ooh. It's the body head combo.
Yeah, it's changing levels. Seeing some power here now from Katie Taylor. I think whoever's playing as Katie's tired of getting hit with those combinations. Like I'm gonna throw my
1-2
hands.
straight through the middle. She's
Yeah.
getting every time.
She walking in with her hands down. That don't help.
The footwork, man, the way they move. Just let it know. Nobody wants to be the first one.
That was nice
to
from
be the
Taylor.
first one. Yeah.
Oh!
Step back straight.
Little 2-piece straight through the middle.
Yo, get out of the ring. Yo, whoever's fighting with Katie Taylor is not good. Uh-oh. Bye-bye McCaskill. She was going down for a second.
Combinations are insane coming from McCaskill.
Oh. A little backhand reverse.
Yeah, but she is going down, bro.
I'm liking how Katie has responded here.
Yeah,
We're still seeing some good work from McCaskill, but I like the response. I like the, you know, I'm just gonna throw hard shots right down the middle.
Bro, her stamina's on 75 already, man.
I might as well return some heat. And
the grit, man, the grit.
But I think
Is her stamina that bad in real life?
Nice tight guard, in and out, good feet,
Woo!
1-2 straight through the middle, combinations. But I think right now she's getting walked onto a few heavy shots. But look at the stamina bar. You can see McCaskill's investing a lot heavier in to find bigger, heavier.
That might play against McCaskill.
It is.
Going into the
Every time she gets hit to the body, her shit goes red.
6 rounds. Maybe you could blitz with 6 rounds and still be able to pull out the win without too much.
It could be.
coming
Stamina,
up.
of course, is like pretty important to manage. I mean, you get late in the fight, and you know you get hit with a shot where your bar is all the way down. You know that might be it for you. So
It'll be interesting to see if whoever's playing with McCaskill plays like this over 12 rounds.
I know.
Because this is the second time that side of the screen has been all over the place.
I don't think they could for 12 rounds.
It
but,
might not be a good strategy, but maybe a 6 round.
well, if you can finish the fight, it is,
You
right?
might see the corner just throwing the towels in. They ain't got nothing left.
The tank is empty.
Can you quit on your stool? Can you say I can't see
Man, coming in different
and quit on your stool?
not just coming straight through the front.
I like how when you move your upper body, it holds your feet in place. You know what I mean? And if they turn round the corner, they can get you in like a wide open look.
angle you. Yeah, they can angle
Because
you
you've held
deep.
your feet there, do you know what I mean? So that I like that about the game. I really like that it does that. I don't think a lot of people notice that it does that.
I did
Yeah,
that in
and
one of my clips on Twitter.
Yeah, it'll allow you to get around
Yeah,
somebody's
you go
guard
down.
sometimes too, right? It's like you guard
Oh,
somebody.
there she goes. Of course, bro.
The hands look.
Her freaking stamina is horrible on here.
Went down,
Can she get the
cutting the ring
knock
quite
down?
nice, but she can't get through the defense.
He's gonna make it through the round here.
You need to sometimes chain the punches straight into it. And if you give them a bit of time to open the space up, it gets hard.
You gotta
She getting knocked out this round.
ring off aggressively, then throw some combinations.
65% stamina. Come on, man.
Right there, she was pulling.
Okay,
So
so
Katie
we
got that round.
I don't believe those
Kinda how I see
freaking
in the fight.
cards, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's no argument in the first round.
we learned not to pay attention to that.
Exactly.
And from the last fight.
15 minutes left.
You have to use the eye test until the end of the fight, man.
Begins.
Those predictive scorecards, no way. No way I'm not even looking at those, man. It's trash.
You guys will be able to play in these arenas.
And I know what they're going for. Like, sometimes those mid-fight scorecards are off, but they're never just, like, completely off, bro. Like, not that often. Not every fight they fought, those predictive scorecards have been trash
Her confidence.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 rounds left,
and untrustworthy, like, completely.
Yeah.
so even in a 6-round fight like that, we get into the last round. If this trend continues, could be interesting.
And it's what
Oh!
Power shot time, man. This not even. It's no competition for Katie Taylor in this game right now, as where we stand at.
Oh, look.
Big right
Of course.
Straight down on
What's that?
Give me that.
Oh, she's on one knee.
You thought you was gonna win? Oh, now this fight is anyone's fight, man.
No, bro. This Katie Taylor's been winning the whole fight.
Katie Taylor does not want to lose. That's grit right there, man. That's grit. It's gonna be tough now for McCaskill because I think it worked.
Every time she misses, she's going hurt. She's gonna be hurt. Every time McCaskill misses from here, she's gonna be hurt.
Oh, look at
stood
that.
up.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
every time.
Energy bar.
Oh, nice.
Nice hope.
But it doesn't get you straight
No,
out.
no, no, it didn't.
Oh, on the chin,
Oh my God.
Brutal.
If you're
bro.
quick to those clinches and get him off.
Yeah, you
They've
got
just made himself too close to him.
Well,
Oh,
we may not have to worry about the scorecards.
It might end. Yeah, it might end before.
We've still
the ref
got.
might stop this. It's all over the place.
Let's see what's gonna happen. We got what? 2 more rounds left.
I don't think it'll get to the end.
You don't think it's gonna
I
make
don't
it
think
to
it'll
the end?
get
You
to
think
the end. I
Katie
think-
Taylor's gonna
Yeah,
end the
She's
fight?
coming on.
Nah.
Stamina's all the way up. Look, her heart rate.
I gotta finish in this round.
Feeling herself right now.
Not getting up again.
Heart rate's up. The hands are coming out fast.
Well, let's see. You know, I mean, McCaskill started the fight being very aggressive, throwing the combinations, using, you know, a lot, burning up that stamina. Let's see if.
Yeah, she should have chilled out a little bit more.
See, yeah, stamina's going down. She's still throwing power shots. She's trying to change it with a power shot.
That's the strategy that McCaskill has stuck to.
Worked in the first round because Katie weren't throwing as many hands.
Yeah, but right now, Katie Taylor is
Oh, she's putting them
definitely
together.
mixing it all together and just.
The threat's gone now, I think, for the most
That's
part.
what it feels
Yeah,
like.
that's what it feels
When
like.
she's landing, they're half-cooked shots. And she's not damaged enough where they're really...
And not able to
And
put
then
together
Taylor
a longer
just
string.
energy is like almost full.
She's even fighting conservatively. It's never going down too much. You know, go halfway, couple of shots, back on the jab, move the feet, and then come back up.
I definitely think Katie Taylor has taken the scorecards right now with those 2 knockdowns.
Yeah, I think way ahead now. Even if the first 2 rounds were
For
McCaskill.
It's just the deficit that you get from the
Left
knockouts.
hook right hand comes up down there.
Oh, she is gonna. She needs to be really careful because this can end early. Oh,
Okay.
Holding.
he's holding her.
Clinch.
Get some energy down there. Look, we're putting into energy. She got
Oh!
Whoa.
clinch.
Oh, the boy.
What? Yo, that is clutch.
Yeah, I saw she
Drain
grabbed
all
him.
the energy.
Okay, so she's not. It's a do.
if you
It's
put-
a do or die right now.
Because if you push off too quick on the clinch, you use the
Yeah,
energy.
you need
doesn't
to.
it?
Yeah, you need to hold on if you're gonna do that.
Yeah. So Katie dragged the energy when she pushed her off, and then.
Huh.
Wow. Oh,
Right at the end of the round.
Don't get clipped.
Straight back.
Yeah, she gonna finish that shit.
No time left. No time
See
left.
the shuffle as well?
Not getting up.
Yeah, that was. Someone clipped that. Someone
You can't
clipped
be
that.
saved by the bell. You can't be saved by the bell.
She needs to get up.
It's not gonna
I don't
happen.
think it's enough.
Oh, it's over.
Wow.
Someone needs to
That was a good fight.
That's the best fight of the night.
Her eyes not blinking.
That was the best fight of the night. Wow, with the knockout.
Deserve to come from below as well. The Undisputed logo on her shorts as well. Just to point that out, like a real life fight kit.
Yep.
Katie Taylor.
Unbelievable.
What a great set of fights.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Every single one of those fights were amazing. All right, so
Katie.
I think that's gonna.
Katie.
10 minutes. 10 minutes until launch.
Until the big red button gets pressed.
Yeah. time
Who's
to-
pressing it?
That's a great question.
Who's pressing
It's
the big
not me.
red button?
Is it a red button? I feel like it should be a green button.
Yeah, like a
Green
go.
for go.
Versus Crawford, they went Porter versus Crawford.
Well, we only got 10 minutes till launch.
3-rounder. Let's
All
give her
right,
another
we'll do it.
fight.
Let's do it.
3-rounder.
Are you down, Sonny?
I'm down. Drop me in. Or am I staying here? What do you want me to do?
You can stay. Yeah, you
Okay,
can stay
I'll
here.
stay here.
Why don't you
Let's
come?
give
Why don't y'all swap? Why don't you come here and he
I'll be
goes
around,
out there?
Let's give him one more
I don't mind
fight.
being in here.
Ah, this is
Porter versus Crawford.
this is a
Crawford.
great matchup.
Porter Crawford.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna play a 3-round matchup.
Let me hold on, man.
Porter Crawford.
All right, so
Yeah, basically.
early
Land
access.
on the launch.
My bad, yo.
All the celebrations are coming up.
The confetti's gonna pop over there. There
You're
and
out
there.
with your computer. They need you. I'm filling in for you.
Okay.
See the superstar roster we got. We can just sub in.
Yeah, we just sub in. It's just too many.
Little 3-rounder.
Too many stars. All right, we got Todd. We got Todd on commentary now. We got what? Three rounds.
Okay. Hey, we need a knockout. Tell me we need a knockout because the game launches in 8 minutes, right? The game launches in 8 minutes.
Somebody get knocked.
Well, Crawford's got to be one of the best players in the game, right?
Yeah.
I see you talking up a lot.
What, Crawford?
On one of the first test events you did.
Yeah.
He was your guy, right?
Yeah, Crawford was really good. Crawford was really good.
I've not got my hands on Porter though. I like Sean.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, the nasty hair on his chest, man.
Met him a few times. Real good people. Him and his father.
You know,
His gas tank is
He
amazing.
can't completely say he's done. He's retired, but he won't come out and just say I'm done.
Now because
So-
he could still jump in and mix it with all of them. He knows
Right.
he could.
His dad stopped it early, I thought, last time. Who knows what happened?
Maybe, but his dad knows him.
Why is Sean Porter in 83, bro?
He's also got his son in there.
Yeah.
And I think it's like I spent a bit of time with Kenny as well, and I deem him to be very sensible when it comes to boxing, and I know he wouldn't have done that lightheartedly or.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's very.
He
thinks
knew his
about
son
it.
was in there against one of the best fighters, pound for pound, on the planet.
He
one
knew
of the
that what
best our
Crawford was
generation.
gonna try to do after that.
Yeah, he cut. No, he finished the show.
Yeah,
Crawford. He doesn't
Crawford,
just.
yeah.
And it was getting to the
Good
point where
finisher.
Porter was. He had 3 more, best part of 3 rounds left, and he was getting tagged heavy.
Yeah, it was like the second time he
I'm
dropped.
a big Porter fan. Big Porter fan.
Slide now. Everything's moving quick, guys. We're getting close to launch.
This just in. We had the late now. Just
Not launching just yet.
early access account.
All right, here we go. What we got? 3 rounds.
Going big, they said. They need a
Go
knockout.
big, or go home. Let's see if we can get
It's
this.
definitely this fight is gonna start. Suiting
Oh.
Porter. I think early.
Yeah, Bud Crawford on here is superior.
Those heavy hands.
Yeah, Crawford, man, and it. Oh, gotta be careful. You can see the damage
Swing and a
building
miss.
up. Ooh, you can see the damage building up right there.
What?
All the way gone down. He's taking to finish the fight.
Yo, they got Sean Porter on here. Trash.
Oh, and then it's swung back round. Traded.
Whoa!
Early, we only got what, a minute
A minute
in.
in, fold. Oh, well, oh. Omaha on his back. Got to get up, Crawford.
This is not how I remembered
No,
it.
yeah, no, this is very.
Bro, what?
Different. All right, let's see.
He's on his feet though.
He's on his
If
feet.
anyone
yeah.
can come back, it's gonna be a Crawford.
It's definitely.
It's
gonna
only
be
3
Crawford.
rounds though. He's like right now he needs a knockout.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
he's
no.
got him.
No, this is
Bro, what?
This is not looking good. This is not looking good for Crawford.
Oh, he looks a bit eyes all over.
What did they do to Terrence Bud Crawford's chin, bro?
He's up though.
Damn. Who is controlling Crawford?
Close look at him.
He's like, wait, let me.
Oh, he's still up.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
He
but
got up.
He
still
throwing
up.
all power
He's still
shots.
all over the place.
Uh-oh. Clipped him.
Comeback City, and he's doing his little
That
dance.
right hand
too. He
left
just-
hook done him, yeah. He's recovered quickly then.
Let's see.
Uh-oh, he's not good at the get-up game.
What's going on?
What's going on?
It's rigged.
No.
Oh, no. What's it?
Amazing fights that we were able to see before.
Rigged.
Yeah, yes. Amazing fights that we were able to see before the launch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Can you guys come in on camera real quick? These are the guys fighting. We got Simeon here. We got Rick.
Who was who at the last few fights? Katie
yeah,
Taylor,
what-
McCaskill.
I was always Power Taylor.
Oh, he was
Taylor.
Taylor.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
Okay.
fight.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good
Leonard
comeback.
losing a lot of power. Using a lot of stamina trying to get the fights done.
Yeah. Let me switch this over to full screen so you guys can see these guys here. These are the guys that were playing. So, you know, let me get a fire emoji for these guys. They did it for you guys so you can be entertained. You know what I mean? They did it for you guys to see some good fights. And now we're going to go into early access. So we're going to go ahead and end this stream.
Run the train.
We're going to end this
See you in the
stream.
trenches.
I hope you guys, fire emojis are coming in. Heart
Nearly
fire
4,000
emoji.
people in there waiting
Yeah,
for the game
nearly
to press
4,000 concurrent viewers. You guys were amazing. We appreciate the support. We can't wait. You know 100% I'm going to be online. So if you're trying to play Boxing Fanatico, and even Sonny Edwards, and Simeon, and Rick, that we're all going to be online. That way, if you guys want to get a game in with us, or have the possibility, make sure you get the game as soon as it drops. How much was it? 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. We'll
So
see
long,
you guys
8 minutes.
there. Until the next one, thank you very much, guys. Peace out.
And there we go, y'all. See y'all in the trenches, my man. You feel me? It's fight time, bro. So cut the crap and release the game. Let's go. We'll be back on.